You're watching Imagisport, your home for top-notch sports simulation action.
The 80s Greats Hockey League returns to Imagisport today with shootout hockey as we go to the Montreal Forum to see the Canadiens host the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's an Original Six classic, and we will have it for you next, right here on the Showcase.
There and welcome to the Imagisport Showcase. I'm Derek Jones. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us. Today we are bringing back shootout hockey in the 80s Greats Hockey League after a brief hiatus. I had a lot of things going on personally and in the sports sim world. My two strat hockey leagues, one's just got done with the draft, heading into its season. The other one, the season is winding down, and oh, by the way, the league's expanding in the off season, so I had a lot to do with that, plus getting my Pennsylvania Football League up and off the ground too. The EGHL kind of took a trip to the back burner for a few weeks, but I am getting back to it today to bring you a matchup by request. It's going to be the Toronto Maple Leafs against the Montreal Canadiens from the Forum in Montreal. This was requested by a friend of the channel. Some of you know him as Patch83. Others may know him for his channel called Hockey Unreal. So if you are a hockey fan, you haven't watched his channel yet, I recommend that you give his channel a shot and subscribe if you like it. He plays several cards and dice hockey games. He has a nice layout that he uses, and he has some interesting projects going on with a wide range of seasons. Once again, that channel is Hockey Unreal. Be sure to check it out sometime. Back to today's matchup. The Maple Leafs come into this game really off to a rocky start. They are 5-10-2 in this project, good for 12 points, fourth place in the Norris Division, 6 points behind Minnesota. As far as their stats lines goes, they are led in goals by Eddie Olczyk. He has 16 goals and 10 assists on the season for 26 points. The next highest in points would be Rick Vive with 9 goals and 10 assists. As far as the PIM leaders, that's going to go to Jim Korn, 86 penalty minutes in the 17 games. For the Montreal Canadiens, they are atop the Adams division with a 10-5-1 record, good for 21 points. And they are led in scoring by Mats Naslund, 12 goals and 10 assists for 22 points. For the Canadiens, next in line is Bobby Smith, 4 goals and 13 assists for 17 points. As far as the penalty leader goes, they don't really take a lot of penalties, but their leader is Old Knuckles, Chris Nyland, 57 penalty minutes so far in this campaign. So enough of the talk. It's just about time to drop the puck. So get your popcorn ready. We're heading out to the Forum for first period action between the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens.
And we're just about ready to go here at the Forum in Montreal, the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens in EGHL action. Starting goaltenders for today's game for the Maple Leafs, it'll be Kenny Reggett in net. He is 4-6-1 with a 4.95 goals against average. And between the pipes for Montreal is Patrick Waugh, 7-2 with a 3.42 goals against. So, ladies and gentlemen, kick back and relax. It is time for EGHL action here on Imagisport, the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens. And here we go. We're going to take 3 minutes off of the clock here. And our first is 89. That's going to be a scoring chance for the Canadiens. Who's going to get the shot? It's going to be Bobby Smith. Bobby Smith's going to get it. He's going to wind it up from the blue line, but it is a no goal. And so 1 more minute is taken off the clock here for the game. And so the scoring chance this time, another scoring chance for the Habs. And this time it's going to be picked up by Larry Robinson from the defensive end. Robinson's going to carry it into the faceoff circle, and it's going to be a save result for Kenny Reggett. 8-10 is going to get the job done here, and the save is a 9, so Reggett blocks it, and we are still scoreless. 2 more minutes come off the clock here, and now it's going to be a scoring chance for the Leafs going back the other way. And with the puck this time is Eddie Olczyk. Olczyk will come in through the slot, and Olczyk's going to get a goal. Eddie Olczyk scores, and Toronto takes the early 1-0 lead. So for Olczyk, let's take a quick look at the stats here. For Olczyk, that is going to be his 17th goal of the season. So Eddie Olczyk with the goal. And let's check out goals and assists here. It's going to be D2 with that. So the first assist will go to Terry Martin, and the second one to the left defenseman Borje Salming. So it's going to be Olczyk from Martin and Salming. And that is going to be... And that's going to be at, let's see, it's going to be at 5:42 of the first period. And so the Leafs have a 1-0 lead over the Canadiens. Surprising indeed. 2 more minutes off the clock as we resume play. 41, no scoring chance. We move on with another minute off of the clock, and a 99 back to Montreal. And this time it's going to go to Pierre Mondeau. Mondeau in from the faceoff circle, and a no goal. Montreal still without a goal here, although that was their third scoring chance. 2 more minutes off the clock here, and now we're going to have some penalties dished out. Some penalties to Montreal. Let's check out the reading here. It's going to be X and Y2. So that means that Guy Carbonneau is going to be whistled here for a 2-minute penalty. And we're going to go ahead and get the other X's and Y2s while we're at it here. So that's Stephane Richer, Ryan Walter with a minor. And then let's see, X and Y2. Mike Lawler is going to get the other one, and that's going to be it. So a 2-minute power play for the Maple Leafs here. With 9 minutes to go in the first period, already up 1-0. And just keep in mind, shootout hockey, we only play one of the power plays. So here's the first power play minute, and it's going to be a scoring chance for the Maple Leafs. Let's see if they can take advantage of the man advantage here. And it's going to go to Gary Lehman. Lehman now with it, face-off circle with the shot. No goal. Patrick Waugh stops him. We'll take another minute off that clock here for the second power play minute, and it's just outside of Toronto's power play range. So the Canadiens kill that one off. And so 3 more minutes go off the clock, and the next one is a 64 just outside of Montreal's even strength scoring range. We will flip on 2 more minutes, down to 2 minutes to go in the period. And we're going to get some majors here. Major check for both teams. And so we have Y2 check and 5 and 4. So it's going to be a fight. And let's see who's going to drop the gloves here. It's going to be Mario Tremblay for the Canadiens. And looks like he is duking it out with Rick Vive of the Maple Leafs. So Vive and Tremblay each get 5 for fighting. And we resume play with Toronto holding a 1-0 lead. And that will run out the clock here with that fast action card flip. And we have completed one here at the Forum. So after 20 minutes of play, your score is Toronto 1 and Montreal 0. We'll be back with the second period right after this timeout.
Nothing Toronto after 1. We'll be back with the second momentarily. But first, this game is being brought to you by Shootout Hockey, the official game engine of the 80s Greats Hockey League. I'm a firm believer that every game is fun in its own way. What sets Shootout Hockey apart to me is the fact that I can literally take this game anywhere. It is a very small footprint. All you need to play are the 2 team cards that you're going to be playing with. If you're playing the dice version, just a set of dice and the charts, or if you're using the fast action cards, just a deck of those, and you're ready to go. Just a simple piece of notebook paper is what I use to keep track of the stats. And even with keeping track of the stats, I can get a game of shootout hockey done in under 30 minutes. If I wasn't keeping track of the stats, I could guarantee that I could get it done under 15. It's a very quick play game, but it still gives you the feel of highlights of a real game. We're talking about end-to-end action, scoring chances, fights. Shootout hockey pretty much will give you that information, and it's relatively realistic in how it distributes its statistics. Plus, there are several seasons that are available at shootouthockey.com. Currently, there is the current 2020-21 season, and as you can see down here in my screenshot, there are several seasons available from very different decades, from the 30s all the way up to today. There are even decade sets, just like the 1980s decade sets I'm using in my project. Plus, there are 2 greatest teams of the past set, which give you some great memorable teams to work with for any projects. Shootout hockey is very affordable. As you can see here, prices for these seasons range from $5 to $11. The game itself, if you already have a set of dice that you're going to use, and all you really need are 3 dice for this game, different colors, you can get the game for as cheap as $3. $3 for a full-fledged hockey simulation game. Everything comes PDF, so you would have to take care of printing it. And all of the orders are done through PayPal, as you can see there. Just send your PayPal to shootouthockey@yahoo.com and indicate the seasons and the game that you are ordering. So, like I said, if you're interested in this game, just go over to shootouthockey.com. That's where you'll get all the information as to what seasons are available and the prices and how to order. So once again, that's shootouthockey.com. Now let's go back down to the forum. We're just about ready to start the second period between the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens.
And we're just about ready to drop the puck for period number 2. Toronto up 1-0 on Montreal. And here we go. 3 minutes off the clock to begin with. And once again, we have a Donnybrook going here, a major penalty check right at the beginning of the second period. And looks like we're going to have another fight here between 3 and 4. So Wendell Clark is going to drop the mitts this time. And he is going to be matched up in this battle with Peter Sabota. So Sabota and Clark each whistled off for a fight as well. And what else would you expect in a game between Toronto and Montreal? So fighting majors there. They're in the penalty box, and we're going to resume play with 3 more minutes taken off the clock here, and a 66 just inside Montreal's scoring range. So who's going to get the puck? It is going to be, well, can't be Peter Sabota. He is in the box already. We'll flip for another one, and it's going to be Mike McPhee. McPhee now with it. He's going to take it in the slot, and he is going to score. And Mike McPhee has tied this game at 1 apiece. So Mike McPhee gets the goal here, and we'll take a quick look at the Google sheet to see what that makes it for him. That is goal number 6 for Mike McPhee, the second line left winger for the Canadiens. And we'll do the assist check here, and that's going to be with defense pair 1. So the assists, nothing there on the first flip. The only assist here is going to go to Mark Napier. So McPhee from Napier, and the time of that is going to be 5 minutes and 57 seconds of period number 2. So we are now tied at 1 goal apiece. So here's the drop of the puck here. 1 minute is taken off the clock, and it's going to be another scoring chance for Montreal. And you were just thinking this was going to start to happen here, that Montreal was going to start to get consecutive scoring chances. It's going to be Guy Carbonneau this time from the face-off circle, but Reggett stops him, and we play on. 3 more minutes off the clock here. We're halfway through the second. But it's another scoring chance for the Habs, their third of this period so far. And it's going to be Mats Naslund this time taking the puck. He's going to bring it into the face-off circle, and he's going to score, and the Habs are going to take the lead by the score of 2-1. Mats Naslund puts it by Kenny Reggett. And for Mats Naslund, that is his 13th of the campaign. So Naslund's line is going to be with the defense pair 2 here. He is a left winger. So the only assist for this one is going to go to Bobby Smith. So Naslund from Smith, and it is going to be at 9 minutes and 8 seconds of period number 2. So it's 2-1 Montreal halfway through the game. And so another minute off the clock, but now Toronto's going to get a chance to tie it here. Who's going to get the puck for them? It's going to be Gary Lehman on the third line. Lehman winds it up from the blue line, but Ross stops it rather easily. And another minute is taken off the clock here. And we're going to get some more penalty time dished out to the Canadiens. And it's going to be of the minor variety, S and Z3. There is an S player. It is Mats Naslund. So he's going to go to the box for 2. And let's see if there are any others. Oh, yes, there is. Mark Napier is also going to go in as well for a minor penalty. And that's going to be it. So some more power play time for the Leafs. Let's see if they can tie it up here. So we'll take off a minute. 68 is actually going to be a shorthanded chance for the Canadiens, and is going to go to Stéphane Richer, shorthanded. I don't really remember seeing him on any penalty killing units, but oh well, blue line is the shot, and guess what? Stéphane Richer gets a shorthanded goal. So only in the 80s Greats Hockey League would you see that. Stéphane Richer makes it 3-1, his 5th goal of the season, and it's shorthanded. Oh, holy cannoli there. So with defense pair 2, Gaston Gingras is going to get 1 assist. That's going to be the only one. So Richer from Gingras, shorthanded, and it looks like the wheels are starting to fall off the wagon here a little bit for the Maple Leafs, as now they find themselves down 3-1, 12:34 the time of the goal here. Stéphane Richer, shorthanded. Wow. Unbelievable there. So they kill the penalty off and get a shorthanded goal out of it as well. So 7 minutes left, 3-1 Montreal. Here we go. Another minute taken off the clock here. And guess what? Another scoring chance for Montreal. And it's going to be Larry Robinson this time. Robinson going it in from the face-off circle, and he puts it in easily past Reggett. And now the route is on. It is 4-1 Habs. So Larry Robinson with the goal this time, his 3rd of the season. And it's going to be forward line 1, getting some assists as well. Mats Naslund will get an assist on it. And that's going to be the only assist because he is also a 6. So Robinson from Naslund here at 13 minutes and 39 seconds. Okay, so here we go, 4-1. We drop the puck once again. 3 minutes come off the clock here, and it's going to be a 24. No scoring chance there. 3 more minutes off the clock, and that's going to do it for period number 2. So we have played 2 here in Montreal, and what originally was looking like a barn burner is now firmly in control of the Canadiens. They lead 4-1 heading into the second intermission. We'll be back with more of the Imagine Sports Showcase right after this timeout.
And after a slow start, the Habs are rolling now. 4-1, they lead the Maple Leafs after 2 periods. We'll get you to the third period in just a moment. But first, let's take a look around the league and see what is happening. We are in the November 19th portion of the EGHL schedule, and there was only one other game that took place on this date, and that was at the other forum in Inglewood. The Flames came in and defeated the Kings by the score of 7-3. Joey Nieuwendyk had 2 goals and an assist in that one for Calgary, while Steve Duchesne tallied 2 assists for Los Angeles. So I figured I'd take the time and just give you a little quick update as to how the division standings are shaping up here in the early going of the EGHL. In the Patrick division, the Capitals and the Islanders are tied at the top with 22 points apiece, although Washington is technically in the lead. They have 2 games in hand right now over the Islanders. As mentioned earlier, the Canadiens are leading the Adams division with 21 points, 1 point ahead of Buffalo and 2 points ahead of Boston and Quebec. Over in the Norris, Minnesota is leading that division with 18 points. They're 1 point ahead of St. Louis and 3 ahead of Chicago. And over in the Smythe division, Edmonton is starting to pull away with 26 points. They are 3 points ahead of surprising Winnipeg and 4 points ahead of Calgary. So those are your division leaders as we go around the league. Now let's get back to the forum. We're just about ready for period number 3 between Toronto and Montreal.
Just about ready to start period number 3 here at the forum. Toronto has put up 19 shots against the Canadiens, and Patrick Waugh has stopped 18 of them. In contrast, the Canadiens have 23 shots, and 4 of them are goals. 4-1 here as we start period number 3, and 3 minutes come off the clock here, and it's a 0-0, yet another scoring chance for the Canadiens. It's going to be Pierre Mondu this time. Mondu coming in from the slot, and it's a save rating. 8-10 is going to get the job done on that save rating, but it is a 7. It trickles past Reggett. 5-1 Canadiens. Pierre Mondu with the goal. And for Mondu, it is his 6th of the season. So assist here this time, defense 2 going on here. Nobody has an R5. Mike McPhee is going to get the only assist. So it's going to be Mondu from McPhee, and 3:47 the time of the goal in the third period. 5-1 Montreal. So if you stop watching the video at this point, I will completely understand. This is starting to turn into a runaway. Here we go. 2 more minutes off the clock here, and the Leafs have a chance to get back in it. And it is going to be letter O. That is Borje Salming. Salming, he comes in from the slot and he scores. Borje Salming gives Toronto a little bit of life. It is now 5-2. So for Salming, that is going to be goal number 2 for him in the campaign. So with line number 3 to dish out assists, Jim Benning is going to get the first assist and Walt Podobny the second. So Salming from Benning and Podobny. And the time of that is going to be 5 minutes and 53 seconds of period number 3. So just like that, the Leafs tie the game up. And not tie the game up, but they do get a goal, and it is now 5-2. They wish they had tied the game up, but they've got a long way to go for that to happen. Here we go. 1 more minute off the clock here, and that's a 73 scoring chance. Goes back Montreal's way, and it is going to be letter I. Guy Carbonneau with it again. Carbonneau from the face-off circle. No goal. Reggett stops him. So here we go, 2 more minutes off the clock here, and it's a 24, no scoring chance there. Another 2 minutes off the clock. We are halfway through 41, no scoring chance. Here we go, 2 more minutes off the clock. And it's going to be another chance for the Habs. They are running away with scoring chances here in this game as well. Pierre Mondu again. And so Mondu, this time is going to wind it up from the blue line, but Reget's going to stop it easily there. So 3 more minutes off the clock. We're down to 5 minutes left. And again, no scoring chance there. Another 4 minutes off the clock. So we're down to our final minute. And it's going to be another scoring chance for Montreal. Mats Naslund is going to get it. He's going to wind it up from the blue line. And again, Reget says no on that one. And that's going to be the final fast action card flip as we have run out of time here at the Forum. So your final score here from the Montreal Forum today, the Montreal Canadiens defeat the Toronto Maple Leafs by the score of 5-2. Let's get the third period shots on goal before we send it back to the studio here. So for the Leafs, it is a D6 flip of 1 with 1 scoring chance. And that basically means they had 7 shots on goal for the period and 26 in total for the game. And for the Canadiens, it is 3 scoring chances and 4. So they had 11 shots in the period, and their game total was 34. So once again, the Canadiens defeat the Maple Leafs today 5-2. Let's go back to the studio for a wrap up of today's game.
And there you have it. The Maple Leafs gave it a good try today, but the Canadiens eventually pulled away, and they got out of the Forum with a 5-2 victory over Toronto. Let's tell you how it happened here as we go to our game summary. Eddie Olczyk opened the scoring for Toronto at 5:42 of the first period, his 17th of the season, from Terry Martin and Borje Salming, and it was 1-0 Maple Leafs after 1. Then the Habs poured it on in the second period, scoring 4 unanswered. Mike McPhee tied the game with his 6th of the season from Mark Napier at 5:57. And then Mats Naslund scored his 13th, Bobby Smith with the assist, 9:08 at the time, and it was 2-1 Montreal. Then Stéphane Richer with the shorthanded goal. That came at 12:34 to give the Habs a 3-1 lead. Now, I was curious about this, so I went ahead and I looked it up because to me, shorthanded goals and Stéphane Richer didn't quite seem to go together. Well, he did get 13 shorthanded goals in his NHL career. However, in his 9 seasons with Montreal, he did not score a shorty. So this is indeed a first here, at least in a Montreal uniform, for Stéphane Richer. Gaston Gingras with the assist on that one. And like I said, 3-1 Montreal at that point. Then less than a minute later, Larry Robinson tacked his 3rd of the year, Mats Naslund with the assist, and it was 4-1 Montreal after 2. In the third period, Pierre Mondu got his 6th goal of the season from Mike McPhee to extend the lead to 5-1 at 3:47 of the third period. Then at 5:53, Borje Salming closed out the scoring for Toronto from Brian Benning and Walt Podubny, which made this final score Montreal 5 and Toronto 2. So let's take a look at our 3 stars of the game. The number 3 star is going to go to Mike McPhee of the Canadiens. He had a goal and an assist in this one. As a matter of fact, he had the opening goal. And then the number 2 star, you got to give it to Stéphane Richer for that shorthanded goal, which actually ended up being the game-winning goal in this contest. And our number 1 star and our Magisport player of the game is Mats Naslund of the Montreal Canadiens. He had a goal and an assist as well, the assist coming on the go-ahead goal for this contest. So those are your 3 stars. So coming up next on Imagisport, the 2020-21 NHL season for Plays Hockey Blast just got released, and as is the annual tradition, folks in the Play Games community are participating in the 7th annual Commissioner's Surprise Hockey Tournament. Once again, it is a single elimination tournament where the matchups are drawn completely at random for each round until you get to the final 2. I will be participating in a tournament as well, and our next game here on the showcase will be a first-round game from that tournament as the LA Kings, who, as you remember, defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins in overtime in last year's tournament right here on this channel. They're going to be traveling to Edmonton to take on the Edmonton Oilers. I hope to get that game done very soon, so you'll be seeing the video of that very shortly right here on Imagisport. Then after that is taken care of, it'll be time to get ready for OSWA Revenge, the super card that I've been hyping for weeks upon weeks here is almost ready to come to fruition. 3 title matches on that card. The world champion Lobsterman defends against the man called Z. It'll be the Blue Collar Mafia defending the tag team titles against the Boom Dogs in a loser leave town match. And then Steve America defends his TV title in a triple threat against Croc Wilson and Bananas Foster. Plus, Monday Night Tights world champion Sam Banner makes an appearance as he's going to take on Yevgeny Elaki. That and a whole lot more with OSWA Revenge. I am thinking about making that a premier event, so if I do, I will let you know what time that's going to premiere so you can hop in the chat room as you watch along. But again, just keep tuned for updates on that. If I decide to go that route, I will make the announcements on the Play Facebook page and Delphi forums. So if you follow Face to the Mat at all, you can go to those resources to get updates on that. Well, again, that's going to do it today for the showcase. So once again, your final from the Forum in Montreal. The Montreal Canadiens 5 and the Toronto Maple Leafs 2 in 80s Greats Hockey League action featuring shootout hockey. From all of us here at Imagisport, this is Derek Jones saying thank you once again for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and most of all, keep on rolling. We'll see you later.